My first question for you, Trey, is, I know this, but who are you? What's your company called, and where are you located, I guess?
Well, my name's Trey Hester. I own Hester's Electrical Service. We're a electrical contractor in Jackson, Mississippi, serving the Tri-County area. Been in business since 2012. But before that, I started doing electrical work in 99 and started as a summer job and liked the work and decided to go to school for it. And
Yeah.
worked for my father-in-law for about 13 years before I went out on my own. So,
Awesome. So, what were some of your main challenges or problems that you were facing before you started working with us?
really just, drawing in leads or advertising for generators and specifically. So, like I said, we're a full electrical contractor and we did, maybe 3 or 4 generator installs a year. And we're mainly doing residential and commercial new construction, some remodels, service calls, things like that. And just with the way the market dropped off with new houses, I could kind of see it coming that we were going to slow down a little. And honestly, I was wanting to get out of that market kind of at that point. So I was just looking for another avenue to get into, and really liked generators mainly because it didn't seem there was a lot of competition or a lot of people really pushing it, in my area. And, at first, before I met you, it was just word of mouth, just from the relationships I built over the years and just letting all my customers know that, we were doing that now and, did pretty well with it, but definitely once I met you and started doing the Facebook ads, and I mean, probably tenfold, of what, we do now versus just doing it on my own, with zero advertising and just word of mouth, to the point where now, I could see this, eventually being one of the main revenues in my business.
Hey, real quick, if you're a home standby generator installer and you want 3 to 5 plus additional generator installs per month, which is about $30,000 to $100,000 plus in new revenue every single month, I'll build you an advertising system, just like the ones I show you how to build in my videos here, to do that for you, and I'll run it for you totally for free for 2 weeks. And if you don't love working with me, you never pay me a penny for it. So if that sounds interesting, go ahead and click the link below to book a quick phone call with me in the description, and that's go.swiftsocial.org. And I'm looking forward to talking to you. Thanks. That's awesome. What methods were you using? I think you talked about it a little bit right there, but what methods were you using to generate leads before we started working together? Was it really just mainly the word of mouth and referrals, or did you try other stuff, or what was that
Yeah,
like?
mainly word of mouth referrals, but we also have a business Facebook page, and we would just
Mhm.
put out our own advertisement here and there, maybe one a week. We were just pushing out anybody that follows our page and things like that. That would generate some, but not really at the level for what I was wanting to get into.
Yeah, for sure. Um, how would you say that our services helped address some of those challenges or solve some of those problems that you were having before we started working together?
Well, I'm always excited to see a new generator lead pop up on my phone or email. Uh,
Mhm.
and I mean, it was pretty much right off the bat. As soon as with your 2 week, free trial. I mean,
Uh,
even day one, we were getting some leads, and I don't know how long it's been now, but definitely from the point we started to now, just my presence of the ads being out there, it's just feels like it's compounding on itself more and more. Uh, Definitely in a short time have built a name for generators. Even if not every one of the leads come through the ad, some are just from customers that I, did the jobs installs for, and they just refer, a friend or family member that contacted us directly. But I would say
yeah.
not right now, 90% of any generator leads are coming from, your ad and your service.
That's great. And it sounds like too, and this happens with a lot of my clients, but it sounds like you guys are kind of starting to build up just like a reputation in your local area for being the go-to like generator guy because we've been running your ads for so long now. Is that right? Or
Yeah, that's correct. That's
yeah,
100% true.
yeah, that's awesome. Um, okay. So what kind of results have you seen since we started working together? Like how many installs you could just ballpark to if you don't have an exact number? Like how many installs have you closed? Any increases in revenue or profit or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I don't know the exact number of leads come in versus what I've closed. I do need to look at that information, but
Mhm.
I know to this point, from once we started to now, uh, we're in the mid 30 to maybe even 40 generator installs, that we've closed in that period of time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And I think you were telling me before we hopped on this interview too that, especially recently it's really been taken off. Like you said, the last few weeks you've got like what, like 12 installs on the books or something?
Right. Yeah. In 3 weeks out of, probably around 18 or so leads, I don't know, it was just like everyone was, uh, you know, wanting to get the install done. And so, about 12 out of 18 in a 3 week period, which I was pretty excited about.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should be. What aspects of our service or system would you say that you like the most?
Well, I get so many compliments from customers on the ad that really like the ad. I love how, uh, the customer has to input all their information, and that comes to us through the text or email, so we know um, what what they're wanting, what they expect from us on the job. How soon they want to get started, whether it's later or right away. So I love having all that information, before we even speak to them on the phone.
Yeah, that's great. What would you say to other, generator installers who are maybe considering working with me, but they're still kind of on the fence about it?
Well, the way I looked at it is, I had nothing to lose, as far as the 2 week trial. And I would say the first month, between what it cost me for the ads and then your service, about broke even. Uh, but, after that period, it's more than paid for itself every month. I'm happy to, send you that payment and pay the generator ads.
Yeah,
uh,
I
so,
appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, and then last question
but if
for you, unless you want to add it. Yeah,
anyone
go ahead.
that was on the fence about it,
Uh-huh.
and you really wanted to grow in this area, I mean, to me, it's a no brainer from my experience.
Mhm. Yeah, I appreciate that. And then last thing, I guess, like if you had to try to describe your experience overall with us since we've been working together, maybe in like one or two sentences, how do you think you'd describe it?
It's been great to work with. Really easy. Any questions I've had, it's phone call away or a simple text. Anytime we set up an appointment, you're right on time, calling at that moment. So it's just felt like I had someone to lean on. If I did have a question or concern about anything or the process. So.
Yeah, oh, great. Cool. Well, that's about all my questions for you. Do you have anything else? Looks like I'm not focused. It's going off my camera. Do you have anything else to add or anything else you'd like to say, or is that about it?
I think that's it. Other than if you've got any potential customers, I would definitely urge them to give you a try because it's been great for us.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And we'll stay on this call for probably a minute after I stop the recording. But yeah, I appreciate it, Trey. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.